What is local heat treatment? Local heat treatment, also known as local heating, refers to a heat treatment technique that only applies heat to the area of the workpiece that actually needs the heat treatment. That is, it leaves out the areas that do not need the heat treatment. As you can imagine, this technique is more energy efficient and cost effective. The opposite of that is heat treating the entire workpiece, that is, including the parts that needs the heat treatment and the parts that don't need the heat treatment. Let us start by looking at what this more expensive process may look like, so we can contrast it with local heat treatment. Say if you have two pipes and you welded them together and you want to apply heat treatment to the welded area to make that welded area more secure, more stable. So if you were to heat treat the entire thing, you would have to get a big furnace and put the entire workpiece in the furnace. Obviously, you'll be heat treating the welded area, but you'll also be heat treating the other areas that don't really need the heat treatment. Now, this method works, but it is more expensive and takes longer. Now let's look at local heat treatment. Local heat treatment, on the other hand, only applies heat to the area that actually requires the heat treatment. And it does so by using heaters, which are usually the flexible ceramic pads that works by electrical resistance. As we run electricity through the flexible ceramic pads, the electrical resistance in the pad's material is going to cause it to heat up, and that heat can be applied to the workpiece, to the welded area that actually needs the heat treatment. To secure the heater to the workpiece, we will apply some type of banding materials to secure it in place so it doesn't move around. And we will connect the heaters to a power source. As the power runs through the heater, the electrical resistant material in the heater is going to cause the heater to heat up, and that heat is applied to the workpiece where it's meant to be heat treated. Now let's take a closer look at local heat treatment, and we're gonna look at it from a cross-section perspective. So if we look at this from a cross-section perspective, we will see that the heater is obviously laying on top of the workpiece, and between the heater and the workpiece, there is a thermocouple placed on the workpiece, so it can detect the temperature and let us know how hot it is, so we can maintain our desired temperature. Around the heater, we would also apply a layer of insulation material to trap the heat inside the heat treatment setup so that the heat would not be escaping. This is not only more energy efficient, it also creates a better temperature gradient, which is just the overall temperature in your setup is going to be more even and more stable.